Students, our next topic is zero of the polynomial. What about the zero of the polynomial? Here, suppose you take x plus 8, x plus 8. It is a polynomial. Why? Because the power of x is 1. It is a whole number. So, variable is having power whole number. So, it is called polynomial. Now, the question is, what is the zero of x plus 8? What is the zero of the given polynomial x plus 8? It is nothing but at what value of x, we are getting total this polynomial is 0. Suppose I am substituting x plus 1. 1 plus 8 is equal to 9. So we are not getting 0. Suppose in x place we are substituting minus 1. Even though we are not getting 0. So at what value of x we are getting 0? It is nothing but x is equal to minus 8. X is equal to minus 8. If you substitute x is equal to minus 8, then you can get here, you see, p of x is equal to x plus 8. P of minus 8 is equal to minus 8 plus 8. You are getting 0. So, at x is equal to minus 8, we are getting total polynomial value is 0. One more example, p of z is equal to z plus 1. So this is one more polynomial. At what value of z we are getting 0? Here that is nothing but z is equal to minus 1. If you substitute minus 1, here see minus 1 plus 1, we are getting 0. So like this we can get the zero of the polynomial in first degree polynomials. Here this is first degree polynomial, here it is also first degree polynomial. One more example we can observe this, px is equal to 3x plus 2. P of x is equal to 3x plus 2. At what value we can get 0? Which value we have to substitute? Here that is minus 2 by 3. Minus 2 by 3. 3 into minus 2 by 3 plus 2. If you simplify this, 3 cancel. That is minus 2 plus 2. This is equal to 0 you are getting. So this polynomial is 0 when if x is equal to minus 2 by 3. This minus 2 by 3 is called 0 of this polynomial. But one more doubt. Directly I substitute minus 2 by 3. How can you find minus 2 by 3? What is the process? It is nothing but transpose system. By using, here you see, let 3x plus 2 is equal to 0, 3x is equal to minus 2, x is equal to minus 2 by 3. So this is the process. Transpose method. Now one more. P of x is equal to 4 by 3x minus or plus 7 by 5. This is one more polynomial. It is also first degree polynomial. 4 by 3x plus 7 by 5. How can you find the x value here? Which value? If you substitute instead of x, you are getting 0. Same, this transpose method you follow, then you can get the x value. that is, let 4 by 3x plus 7 by 5 is equal to 0. 4 by 3x is equal to minus 7 by 5. So x is equal to minus 7 by 5. Here if you take this is, you take reciprocal of this one, 3 by 4. X is equal to minus 21 by 20. X is equal to minus 21 by 20. This is minus 21 by 20 is called 0 of the polynomial of this one. Understood? What is minus 21 by 20? It is 0 of 4 by 3x plus 7 by 5 polynomial. Here minus 2 by 3, what about minus 2 by 3? It is 0 of this polynomial, 3x plus 2. Here one more. Here minus 8, it is called 0 of this polynomial. Like this, here minus 1, it is 0 of this polynomial. Like this, we can find the 0 of the polynomial by using transpose method. Next, one more example. P of x is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. We observe here, in the previous examples, they are first degree polynomials. Here, this is second degree polynomial. You observe first whether it is a polynomial or not. First you have to check. What are the powers? 2, here 1, it is 0. 2, 1, 0. The powers are 2, 1, 0. All these whole numbers. So if the powers are whole numbers, then it is a polynomial. Here degree is 2. So this is second degree polynomial. How to find the zeros of the polynomial? Zeros of the polynomial. Remember this word. First degree polynomial is having only one zero, one value. You recall once, x plus 8. It is having x value minus 8 only, because that is the first degree polynomial. First degree polynomial is having only 1 0. Second degree polynomial should be 2 zeros. 2 zeros. How to find these zeros? Already we did in lower classes. From 8th class onwards we are doing. What is that? Factorization method. That is transposing method. First degree polynomial we are applying transposing method, but here factorization method. How to find the factors? Here you see, let x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. 6 is constant. I will explain this method, factorization method. This is very important for higher classes. First, x square coefficient is 1. This is called monic polynomial. Monic polynomial. X square coefficient is 1. So actually 1 into 6. So the constant is 6. 6. The x term is minus 5. The x coefficient is minus 5. The constant, already we are multiplying 1 into 6. Suppose we are having 2 here, you have to multiply 2 into 6, 12, that is the constant. Suppose if you are having 3, 3 6 are 18, you should take here 18. Here 6. Here simply, here you see, find the factor 6 into 1, 3 into 2. These factors should be satisfy minus 5 and 6. Minus 5 and 6. Both cases the factor should be satisfied. This is also called splitting the middle term. Splitting the middle term. What is the middle term here? 5 minus 5x. That is the middle term. We have to split minus 5x. How to split here? X square. Instead of minus 5x, you should write 3 2s are minus 3x minus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now we have to observe minus 3 minus 2. Minus 3 and minus 2. Both are negatives. So we should add. Minus 3 minus 2 we should add. Then we can get the middle term minus 5. If you multiply minus 3 into minus 2, minus 3 into minus 2, minus into minus plus, that is plus 6, we are getting this. So minus 3 minus 2 are satisfying both these two terms. You try with the 6 into 1. You try. But we can't satisfy this both cases with the 6 into 1. You try. So, like this, we have to split the middle term. This is called splitting the middle term or factorization method. Now, from this you have to take x common. Here, 2 is common, is equal to 0. X minus 3, again common, that is x minus 2, is equal to 0. Let x minus 3 is equal to 0, the x value is 3. Or x minus 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to 2. Now we are getting x values 2 and 3. These two are zeros of this polynomial. Now we have to check. First you take p of 3 square minus 5 into 3 plus 6. Here one more, 9 minus 15 plus 6. What about this one now? 9 plus 6, 15 minus 15, that is equal to 0. Again you take p of 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6. Here 4 minus 10 plus 6, that is 10 minus 10, that is equal to 0. So here x square minus 5x plus 6 polynomial is having two zeros, that is 3 and 2. Here one logic you observe, first degree polynomial is having only one zero. Second degree polynomial is having two zeros. Third degree polynomial like that 3 zeros. Fourth degree polynomial 4 zeros. This is the logic. Suppose nth degree polynomial is having n zeros. This is the conclusion. In the previous video, we explained this zero of the polynomial. Now, the topic is zero polynomial. What is the difference between zero of the polynomial and zero polynomial? Already explained this zero of the polynomial. Now, zero polynomial means the polynomial which has all the coefficients are 0. Suppose here 0x cube, 0x square, 0x plus constant 1 or anything. All coefficients of variables are 0. So this is called zero polynomial. All coefficients are 0. What is the use to know this type of polynomials? Suppose here x power 6 plus 8. It is a polynomial. X power 6 plus 8 is a polynomial. Actually, the power is 6. Sixth power means actually this polynomial is having how many terms? 7 terms are there. 7 terms. But here there are only 2 terms. X power 6 and 8 only. What about remaining terms? Only 2 terms we are having. Actually, sixth power polynomial is having 7 terms. Here remaining all are x power 6, 0x power 5 plus 0x power 4 plus 0x cube, 0x square, 0x plus 8. It is correct form of this polynomial. All these coefficients are 0. So this is called 0 polynomial. This is 0 polynomial. This much 0 polynomial. Need not to write. All are zeros. So by using this convenient, here we are writing only 2 terms instead of 7 terms. Remaining all are zeros. So 0 polynomial is if the coefficients are 0, then that polynomial is called 0 polynomial.